It's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share with you a brand new pattern, Emma's Garden. This quilt is made from our brand new Emma fabric collection, but it's also a terrific quilt pattern if you love scraps. And as I'm going to show you in today's video, it's also a terrific pattern even if you don't like to make grandmother's flower garden blocks. I've got some fun options and ideas to share with you about this quilt today, so let's get started. Okay, so I am super excited that Billy's got a close-up view with the camera here for this quilt. I just absolutely love the custom quilting that Val Krieger did on it. She did just these little swirls and leaves and just did these fun little stars in the centers of the hexagons. I'm just going to pull up the border, give you a look. I just really love kind of this geometric that she did with like a cross hatching but with a curve to it, and then fun little leaves in this sashing, and then also just, you know, the same little swirls but kind of with these squares are going through the border. I just love how Val quilted it. And then I used the large gray floral from Emma for the border. And I was initially going to do something else for the binding. I went back and forth, and I finally decided on this yellow floral because it kind of tied in with, I used yellow prints for the centers of the hexagon flowers. So I just thought that would be really fun. Okay, let me give you some details about this quilt. We will pop up the finished measurement up on the screen. And this quilt is written for a fat eighth bundle. You can make the entire quilt with the 33 fat eighths. All the patchwork, you can cut the hexagons, everything can be done. Now, I used every single print in the bundle, and I had a little bit left over. If you're nervous, you could get perhaps an extra charm pack, but honestly, you're going to have plenty left over from a fat eighth bundle as long as it has 33 fat eighths. Alternatively, you could make this quilt with 17 fat quarters. So if you want to use it, make this from your stash, just pull 17 fat quarters. That way you'll have less, you know, fewer prints in your quilt, but another great way to do this quilt. Also, my quilter Val, she had some great ideas for this. She's actually going to make two of these quilts. She's going to make one just like mine she has a guest bedroom that has two twin beds, and she's going to add an additional border. But for one of the quilts, she's going to make it just like mine for her little granddaughter. But then for the other version, she is just going to do all the patchwork with the blueprints from our Emma collection. Let me grab those and show you. So we have 5 different blueprints from the Emma collection, and so she's going to do all of the patchwork blocks for her second version of this quilt with just the blues and the low volume prints. And then I'm not really sure how she's going to do her flowers, if she's going to have different colors or just do blue flowers. But when she gets that done, I will definitely share it with you. I just wanted to show you another option if you like the design of this quilt, but you're not really big on hexagon flowers. Another idea is that instead of doing the tone on tone in these sections of the quilt where you put the hexagon flowers, you could substitute one of these prints. So it would be absolutely beautiful just to do, instead of, you know, the hexagon flower, just have this fabric there, or the leaves that I used out in the outer border. I think the stripes would be kind of busy. Maybe I wouldn't choose that one, but this one would also work. The little daisies would also work. And this one's a little bit busier, but you know, it just depends on your personal preference, but there are at least 4 prints that I would use if I wanted to make this patchwork quilt and not make the flowers. So just giving you another option, because this is a really fun patchwork quilt project. And patterns are available now in PDF that you can download, and the paper patterns will be, they might be available now, they might be arriving soon depending on when we put this video up, but we also have a pattern bundle special. If you get all 4 patterns from the new Emma fabric collection, you can get free shipping and a discounted price and a cute little sticker sheet. So that's it for the Emma's Garden pattern. Oh, one more thing I should let you know. Billy named this quilt, so I was having a hard time deciding on a name for this, and he gets the credit for the naming of this quilt. Okay, that's it for the Emma's Garden quilt and pattern. I hope you enjoyed today's video and maybe got some ideas for making your own version. This is really, I think it's my favorite. I don't know. I love all the quilts this time around, but this is definitely a favorite quilt that I've ever made, just because of the scrappiness and the combination with the grandmother's flower garden blocks. So as we mentioned earlier, we've got the patterns available. We'll have links to those in the description. And paper patterns either are shipping now or will be shipping soon. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.